Mesan so mamo akwaba ba GhanaTube so in sema so Ghana any African na just imagine akunya mebo anopo na masane nyina ama na just say ye call in senimu dia na just say there is a first time to everything we are say anase ya na we the good news about Ghana fonsa anase mapenyi na Akufo Addo nsa we chere say mapenyi na Addo no modin as an African leader and afei so as the president of Ghana because near so Ghana near will bring a lot of foreign exchange. It's a headline of what is about to happen, and that's in near AC in Africa. Only say Africa so you a year about 54 countries. And Ghana is blessed to host a year the first meeting of African business and political leaders. In Ghana is expecting about 54 leaders and African leaders Ghana and it's my main headline in Semnu and Farmer meeting. Say president to host African business and political leaders. It's almost a president Akufo Addo will host the maiden edition of the African Prosperity Dialogue series scheduled to take place between Thursday, January 26 to Saturday, January 28, 2023 at the Safari Valley Resort in the Equiape Mountains in the Eastern region. All African leaders, when you're West Africa or African leaders, just say African continent, all the leaders are coming right here to Ghana. This is good news for Ghana. In fact, this is the time for us to sell Ghana to other African countries. Say Ghana is really doing well. And so our Eastern region, the Eastern region is a nice place. Into the African Prosperity Dialogue Series, an initiative of the African Prosperity Network (APN), is expected to bring together political and business leaders of the continent, Africa, as well as other thought leaders to brainstorm on the all-important African continental free trade area single market project for the continent. Into the main reason and then some brainstorming just crack doing to Africa the growth when it comes to business, when it comes to the political side, what will help the continent Africa and no it is also aimed at creating an annual platform for the continent's leader to spearhead the collaborative implementation of the AFTA agreement. Global geopolitical turmoil has exposed Africa's over-reliance on the global supply chain and export of natural resources, while highlighting the need for Africa to seriously strengthen the capacity for greater organized shocks of events beyond her control. Another reason why they are hosting this program is the first in its kind, and Ghana is blessed to hold this kind of program. Another president is blessed to host about 54 presidents and as the leaders of Africa. The dialogue will therefore incorporate the launch of various platforms for political and business leaders on the continent and in the diaspora to think, plan and collaborate towards building the world's largest single market of Africa. Africa's 1.4 billion people in Sano and our Subuswa Uzi Wenina Bibia Africa. Just a leader so Mabompo ye pasa ya bread and they say above food just a omoho and the engineer money near Kika one in Africa. Osha your natural resources be brave. Now after we have what it takes to make our continent better. And the leaders they say or mobile share Ghana and say I brainstorm me say a business side no day and a mobile and a Sudan obey politically various countries in Africa now and no amaya queen say no see this they added would help to create more opportunities for African citizens and build a more prosperous Africa. In Africa, you can say it's kind of a poor country, but a continent, but no. See, our leaders said they've shifted from those Anatasa and Yamaniti Dab. The Peru summit, the dialogues will take place in 2 parts, with the first being the business and policy leadership leaders dialogue, a retreat for business executives and associations, senior public figures, thought leaders, technocrats, and the Association of African Investment Promotion Agencies. This event will take place on January 26 and 27 at the idyllic Safari Valley Resort in Ebui, I'll see the second part, which will be hosted by President Akufo Addo, will take place on Saturday, January 28. The President of Ghana is a political leader, 2023. The president will be joined by other heads of state from across the 8 regional blocks of the African continent. Among the leaders invited are the President of Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Guinea-Bissau, Kenya, Nigeria, the Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Senegal, and South Africa. So these are the leaders who will be meeting, and somebody share Ghana for this summit, and I said this retreats are mobile to think and to bring ideas about how Ghana is going to, Africa is going to excel and go forward. In fact, Ghana is so blessed to host this retreat. In fact, it is the maiden and the first edition. I'll say accomplished entrepreneurs, industrialists, economists, bankers, and other business leaders in Africa and beyond have also confirmed their participation. Entrepreneurs, industrialists, economists, bankers, and other business leaders, in fact, not in only Africa but outside Africa, are confirming that they will participate in this summit and as a retreat or mobile Africa. President to host African business and political leaders. Good news to Africa and as to Ghana, especially because the African continent is going to see a move. This will be a platform for us to sell Ghana to other African leaders. Say, oh, we have, because Oko Ebri and as Oko Eastern region, yeah, a whole and papa ne war and open tourist sites and so called a side that you get a lot of them. So I don't think say they will only go and sit and have the retreats, but there are other things they will be looking at which will bring a lot of promotion to Ghana. And I'm doing AC GhanaTube open semeti now open more news updates that make sure some subscribe na afin so what the notification bell no asos na eno and as me the insem to obenya na intem pa so make sure say o comment so o de be me na send e be ya insem no metimi abomode akenkan e de amo GhanaTube wodofu mebel ni makam.